Hello, Cent Warriors. The government just increased the tax rate on imported cars, which means that even those once considered the cheapest cars in Kenya may not be affordable anymore, making it harder to own a car today. That's according to Croton Motors, a leading car dealership based in Karen, Nairobi. The figures from the car prices that I'll share in this video are from their website. Generally, I'll share insights on the cheapest cars in Kenya, especially those under 300,000 and 500,000 shillings, and the country's most affordable Toyota and Nissan cars. But first, let's differentiate a locally used car from a newly imported option. Before we continue, Cent Warriors, please support us in our goal for the next few months to reach 50,000 subscribers. We want our tribe to keep growing. Please help us by subscribing and liking the video, since this helps YouTube recommend our content more. Don't forget to leave a comment below. Also, be sure to check out the description below this video for more details on the cheapest cars available in Kenya. Please stay tuned because this is where the video gets exciting. Now, should you buy locally used or newly imported cars in Kenya? As you will see from the table in the link below this video, I've shared both the prices for locally used and newly imported cars. A newly imported car is costlier and sometimes 2-3 times more expensive than a locally used one. That brings us to the question, why is that? Let me briefly discuss the two categories to help you understand what you'll buy. 1. Locally used cars. As the name suggests, a locally used car is a car that has already been used in the country. So even though some may look pretty new, they are second-hand with a lower mileage than the initial. Generally, locally used cars are more affordable because you don't have to pay for the importation fees and duties. Another advantage is that you can test drive the car before paying for it, reducing the risk of fraud. Moreover, there aren't age restrictions, unlike foreign ones which shouldn't be older than 8 years. You can buy a locally used car that is as old as 15 years, which means paying much less. However, the secret is to do your homework well and ensure you get a car with good mileage. Even though it's locally used, it should still have a resale value. You wouldn't want to sell it as scrap metal in a year or so. 2. Newly imported cars. If you want a brand new car, importing one may be a good idea. Though you'll have to cater to the high importation costs and duties, you'll get a car with higher mileage, well-maintained parts, and in the best condition. The only danger is that there are many online scams, and since you may not get the chance to test drive your preferred car unless you use a trusted dealer, you could lose your money. Overall, Kenya allows car imports not older than 8 years, that is from the registration year. Now, which are the cheapest cars in Kenya? Below are 15 cars you can get from 300K to 700K locally used from CrotonMotors.com and other dealerships. 1. Mazda Demio. The cheapest car, according to our research, is the Mazda Demio. Why? That's because you can get it from 300K locally used and from 750K newly imported. Of course, it depends on the engine capacity, 1,300cc or 1,500cc, and the model year. 2. Toyota Probox. The Toyota Probox is undeniably one of the most popular cars on Kenyan roads, especially away from the city. These can-do-it-all passenger wagons are also fantastic cargo carriers. While its official passenger capacity is 4 people, we all know that it can carry more. Depending on the model year, you can get a Probox locally used for 300K to 800K and newly imported for 900K to 5M3, Suzuki Alto. The Suzuki Alto is a 4-person mini car you can get if you have a small family or want an option to turn it into a taxi. This mini car is fairly priced since you can get it locally used or brand new, starting from 400K to 5M. Its only downside is that it's too simple and doesn't offer much cargo volume. 4. Toyota Succeed. The Toyota Succeed looks like a Probox from a distance. So you can expect the two to compete for the same target market. Price-wise, you can get the Toyota Succeed locally used for 500K to 1M and a newly imported for 990K to 3 million. so it's slightly more expensive than the Pro Box. 5. Toyota Corolla Fielder. Dating to 1996, the Toyota Corolla Fielder, famously known as Toyota Fielder, is one of the most famous compact cars on Kenyan roads. This passenger wagon is famous for its simplicity, comfort, and outstanding cargo volume. Depending on the year, you can get a locally used Fielder for 500K to 1M and a newly imported one for 38M to 9M. 6. Toyota Allion. The Toyota Allion is a stunning, luxurious sedan you can get cheaply in Kenya. Depending on the model year, you can get the Toyota Allion locally used for 500K to 1.2 million and a newly imported option for 55M to 5M. Overall, it's a good option for special occasions and daily commutes. 7. Toyota Voxy. The Suzuki Voxy is a minivan with a one-box design. This 5-door van has a 7-8 person capacity, making it a fantastic family choice. You can get it locally used or from 500K, but you may have to pay up to 3 million for a newly imported option, depending on the model year. 8. Toyota Rush. Are you interested in a cheap SUV? While few affordable options exist in Kenya, especially under the 2 million bracket, Toyota Rush is an exceptional choice. You can get this compact SUV locally used for 600K to 900K and newly imported for 55M to 4M. The SUV has a 5-person capacity and enjoys an impressive resale value. 9. Toyota Corolla Axio. The Toyota Axio is a 4-door sedan with a 5-person capacity that you can buy cheaply in Kenya. This smartly looking car by Toyota is available for sale for 600,000 shillings, locally used, but you may pay 15M to 3M to own a foreign imported choice. 10. Nissan AD Van. The Nissan AD Van is a small commercial-grade van, rocking the Kenyan minivan scene since the 80s. This car is quite basic, and there's nothing fancy about its interior. However, you have to like its price, as you can get it locally used or newly imported for 680K to 955M depending on the model year. 11. Nissan Cube. The Nissan Cube is a compact minivan with a 5-person capacity. This 5-door styled one-box car isn't the fanciest in appearance, but it's reasonably priced and cheaper to maintain. You can get it locally used or newly imported from 700,000, but you may pay up to 1.8 million for the most recent edition. 12. Suzuki Swift. The Suzuki Swift is a fantastic 2-wheel drive automatic hatchback with a 5-door design. This 5-passenger class compact vehicle comes in stunning colors and is available locally from 100K. 13. Nissan Wingroad. The Nissan Wingroad is a distinguished passenger wagon that competes with the Toyota Fielder regarding fuel efficiency, cargo storage, and passenger volume. Though often underrated, the Wingroad has a much better resale value. You can get it locally used or newly imported for 750K to 1.6 million. 14. Nissan March. The Nissan March is an attractive 5-door hatchback for those looking for simplicity and functionality. This compact vehicle accommodates a maximum of 5 people and is available in 2WD and 4WD. Price-wise, you can get the Nissan March locally used or newly imported for 750K to 1.7 million. 15. Toyota Vitz. Everyone knows the Toyota Vitz. It's among the most popular hatchbacks on Kenyan roads, especially among ladies. This 5-person small car dates back to 1999 and is quite popular due to its fuel economy, higher mileage, and stunning looks. Depending on the model year, you can get it locally used or newly imported for 750K to 2M. If you would like to know more about budget cars in the market, check the link in the description below to see the best, cheapest cars under 300K and 500K, the cheapest Toyota cars, and the cheapest Nissan cars in Kenya. See you in the next video.